one thing that was a game changer for me is when I traveled overseas and people were like, wow, your English is amazing. And I was like, oh, really? Because back home, I wasn't that confident, right? And people were like, wow, you speak good English. Your English is good. Your English is good. So that's when I realized that all the effort that I was making were really paying off.
Should I say Barro?
This is Barro.
Barro.
The first is on the second syllable.
Come on, this guy. This guy is very knowledgeable. That's great. I like that.
It's not easy. You're learning a language, especially in a country where most people would just say that you don't even speak your native language, or you don't even speak your, I don't know, the local languages of Côte d'Ivoire, and you're trying to speak English. So we've heard all those things, but we keep going because we kept in our mind that English wasn't our language. And we knew at the same time that it is a language that was going to open many doors, right? So I kept telling myself that as soon as you stop learning, you start dying. This is definitely something that helped me keep pushing, until today. So I'm a go-getter. So when I start something, I try to do my best, to go till the end.
This is Barro.
Yes, of course.
Right? Should I say Barro?
This is Barro.
Barro.
The first is on the second syllable.
Oh, come on, this guy. This guy is very knowledgeable. That's great. I like that. So come over. Can you stay here? Well, can you introduce yourself? I wanted to introduce you, but what I can say is that you are a die-hard passionate about English. We meet again today, I think after so many years, probably
Yes, of
7.
course.
You studied translation and interpreting.
Yes, of course.
Well, unfortunately, I left this field maybe temporarily, but you're still in. So yeah, tell us about yourself, man.
Thank you
you look
for
at the camera? Yeah.
thank you for the opportunity. This is Barro, professional translator interpreter. With French, English, and Spanish has A, B, and C languages. It's a pleasure for me to speak with or talk with this guy, this gentleman, Mikey. How are you? Are you fine?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Life is treating me well, and I think I'm doing better than I deserve because health is provided, and peace is provided as well. That's great. Life is good. So I've been talking to different people, and then I think I'm going to close it with you right now.
All right.
But tell us about your journey learning English. You were next door.
Yes,
The
of
school
course.
is here.
Of course.
I was one step away from graduation. So we've been here 1 year together, I think. And I've seen you grow
Yes, of course.
linguistically.
Yes, of course.
And I'm impressed by, how far you've come today.
Of course. As I was saying, I'm a professional translator interpreter now, thanks to BBG, and of course, this is the mother institution, ESIT, and I'm a graduate from ESIT too. All right. So as for the journey, it was a little bit difficult because our English was classroom English at the very beginning, and fortunately, we had seniors like BBG and the others that did, push us to speak the language and practice consistently. And I think now you see the result. And what we can actually say is that at that moment, we weren't afraid to practice the language. And then we did consider every moment as an opportunity to improve.
Right. Man, congratulations. Congratulations on making it here. And, you're going places. You're going places. You're currently translating full-time, right? You work as a translator and interpreter, conference interpreter, right?
Yes, of course. This is something that I do regularly.
Wonderful. Man, I would like to give special thanks to Diarra. Can you come in? To Diarra for catching people. He was around doing the dirty work. Yeah, definitely. So he's another passionate. This is certainly one of the big names here in Abidjan, I think. In English department. Who doesn't know Diarra? You go to these two places where I was yesterday, American Spaces, British Corner. All the people I talk to, they certainly know Diarra. Yeah. So, can you share your testimony or I will call it a testimony. Let's call it a testimony. I think it's not easy at first. We've probably all been through that stage where people would even be mocking you, right? When you try to, enhance your skills and adjust your pronunciation and you make effort, but you're not there yet. I think I personally have experienced it. People trying to demotivate me in the process, and myself being demotivated by a certain plateau that we reach around the B2 level. So you feel like you're not making progress, and you sometimes you feel like you're backsliding. So it's a terrible thing. I don't know if you've been there, but what kept you motivated in this journey?
Right. Yeah. As you said, it's not easy. Yeah, learning a language, especially in a country where most people would just say that you don't even speak your native language, or you don't even speak your, I don't know, the local languages of Cote d'Ivoire, and you're trying to speak English. So we've heard all those things, but we keep going because we kept in our mind that English wasn't our language, and we knew at the same time that it is a language that was going to open many doors, right? So I kept telling myself that as soon as you stop learning, you start dying. So this
Yeah,
is
I like that.
this is definitely something that helped me keep pushing, and until today. So I'm a go-getter. So when I start something, I try to do my best, to go till the end. So that's it. Now, yeah.
It's a mindset thing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a mindset thing. So, what I will tell to all those people, who feel like they're not progressing, I think I experienced the same thing. But one thing that was a game changer for me is when I traveled overseas and people were like, "Wow, your English is amazing," and I was like, "Oh, really?" Because back home I wasn't that confident, right? And people were like, "Wow, you speak good English. Your English is good. Your English is good." So that's when I realized that all the effort that I was making were really paying off. So yeah, that's what I would tell to those dudes.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Definitely impressive. So what about you? Did you feel hindered by such things, such thoughts as well, that maybe it's not worth it and maybe you can't make it and
Yes.
maybe you're not good enough for English?
Yes, of course. You know me. You know where how I started. We started from scratch. All right. Here's the mother institution as it, and at the very beginning, you know that I was quite shy. I couldn't express myself, and fortunately, we had seniors like you guys, and at that time, you were quite good. So I think you did share also your experiences with Mabe and the others, and I think it was very difficult, but with the encouragement and everything, Mr. Kambu and other guys, we tried to make it, and I think this is how it is. At the very beginning it's difficult, but I think if you know that English will open your doors, English will help you reach your goals, I think it's good to step in and embrace it, and probably with consistency, I think you can move forward.
Right. And last time I checked, you've also picked up other languages. I think you've brushed up on your Spanish.
Yes, of course.
Oh, that's great, man. So maybe we'll have a chance to say a few things.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, can you say something in Spanish?
Bueno, hablo la lengua española con fervorosa ausencias. Hablo la lengua castellana.
That's great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, talking about English learning as a passion, do you guys think the process of learning English, perfecting your pronunciation and everything, can help you with other languages, or do you think it's a different process for each language?
Oh wow! About that question, I think I'm a bit different from Barro. I haven't learned any Spanish, any German. I remember just back in high school, I was, let's say, learning German. But I definitely think that if you succeed, to manage to speak English fluently, you can try, to maybe use the same techniques, the same motivations, because what are the core part of learning a language, right? You will try to focus on understanding the structure, because we see many people kind of struggle with that. So I kind of think that if you succeed, to speak English fluently, you can try to apply the same principle, the same rules, and to other languages. And for me, it can work.
This is wonderful. Wonderful. Is this what you've done with Spanish?
Of course, the very beginning, as the guy was saying, the first thing to do is to work on structures, the grammar points and everything, and things related to this matter, first of all. And I think with consistency, you can move to other things like changing your accent and everything. I'm just taking the case of translators, interpreters. You know, in the both, if you, the first thing to do is to have words, vocabulary. You need to have a vocabulary stack. This is the first thing to do. And then as we progressing, you changed, you know, the way you speak the language, the accent and everything. And, you know, you have to pronounce the word correctly so that people can get you properly. So this is something you do with consistency, with regular practice.
Right,
There
definitely.
is something that I want to add. Part of the journey, one of my main issue with English language was listening. It was terrible, definitely, yeah. And something that really helped me improve my listening is, you know, just like if I want to check something, I'll just make sure that it's gonna be a YouTube video or anyway, it's gonna be something right where somebody will be talking and explaining things to me. And if I have to watch a movie, I will try to watch that movie in English. At the very beginning, I was trying to do that without subtitles, but it was definitely challenging. And I activated subtitles, then I kept going and I kept going. And I think that maybe the same thing should be applied if you want to learn another language, right? Like listening to music, watching movies, enjoying cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just trying to watch things that are too complicated for you, but just going with basic stuff. And I think cartoons, in that sense, will be the perfect match.
Right. So congratulations on your stay in the U.S. How was it? How was your first contact with native speakers over there in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah.
You were doing well already, and that's part of the things that took you there, right?
Exactly.
Through was it CCIP?
That was the CCI, the Community College Initiative Program. Yeah, I got selected because I was good at English, right? So I just encourage everybody, you know, who really want to seize opportunities. Right now, we have the Chieftain Scholarship, you know, which is open to many people.
For the UK. For the UK.
For
Right?
the UK, definitely. So if you speak English, definitely you can apply for it. And then if you get it, yeah, that would be an amazing opportunity to go overseas. Now, to get back to the question, when I traveled to the US, yeah, sometimes it was a bit difficult for me to adapt to certain accent, but in the whole, it was good, right? Like I could communicate with my friends, I could communicate with almost everybody, but sometimes the challenge that I was gonna face was with Black Americans, African American, let me put it that way, yeah, because they were gonna use some slang words and I wasn't familiar with those words. And whenever they were speaking, I was like, what do you mean? Come again, please. And so, yeah, they needed to explain those words little by little. But over time, yeah, I kind of get used to it. And yeah.
Right. That's great. That's great. Guys, it was a pleasure talking to you. Unfortunately, we're under time constraints. And, well, that would be the end. But hopefully we meet again and we organize more well-structured activities here. You know, I think I'll be back soon. I don't know when exactly, but it could be a matter of months. I'll let you know.
All right.
See you then.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.